Hey everybody, Frank here, Godzilla Island for the Mazer Squad with a review of the Titanic Creations Soul War graphic novel by Mac McClintock and Patrick McAvoy. Patrick McAvoy did the art for this, and Dope Pope was the original monster designer for all the kaiju in here. And we have Amber Ansdell and Brendan Purchase, as well as Patrick McAvoy. Also, Mac McClintock also helped do some work on the concepts for these monsters. Titanic Creations has just been crushing it this year. They had quite the 2023. They released this incredible graphic novel. They have a Gorgo figure on the way. They did a Gorgo plush. There's a Gorgo graphic novel also in the works. I believe there's also an animated movie in the works. It's going to serve as a sequel. So we have a lot of Gorgo coming from, and I know they are trying very hard to acquire the rights to other classic monsters, kaijus of that time frame, like Rhedosaurus, Behemoth, and all that. Things like that, along that line. I'm not saying that's exactly what they're going for, but along those lines, that's what they're going for. But this series itself includes all original kaiju that belong to Titanic Creations. Of course, the staple one is Titanicus, Noseferadon, Skureaus, and why am I drawing a blank on this guy? Let me go back here. Oh, Griffixis, yes. Here's a little bio on all of them. These are the bio pictures are actually their figure pictures. You can pick up a figure for all these kaiju. So for this novel, Noseferadon is like our main kaiju that we see. He is sort of the hero kaiju. He's got a companion. His name is Wolf. It's a human boy, a little human boy. And then there's the Titanicus, who's just like, sort of like the king of this series. You know, he kind of appears when he needs to be, and he's the one responsible for the sinking of the Titanic. And then we have Skureaus, who's an ancient Egyptian kaiju that comes back and wreaks havoc and tries to take over the world, while Griffixis is also trying to conquer the world. Griffixis is a alien kaiju that was from another planet that has already conquered many other planets, and with him, he also has companions. There's two twin alien things that we learn conquered another planet, Noseferadon's planet, and they kind of take the form of whatever the species is on that planet. In this series, they stumble upon a boyfriend and a girlfriend on a romantic night out overlooking the forests in their car, and they take over their bodies and kind of possess them. You know, it's a really cool story that takes place during World War II. We see some pretty dark things. Wolf goes through, we find out Wolf's parents, they were killed in the Holocaust. There's a lot of dark things involving that, where they free a bunch of captives from a concentration camp train. Just some really cool stuff. Lots of incredible art in here. It's like I said, this is a graphic novel. It's a long story with a lot to get into. Like this, for example, here, this scorpion hybrid human thing is actually a German Nazi general that excavated this stone that links him to Skureaus, and he kind of starts to become a second Skureaus, and they're both kind of like linked to each other. If Skureaus dies, he'll die. Just some really awesome art. All this was just incredible, constant, fast-paced story. The other character we see is a park ranger who first encounters Griffix in his little small town on his first day on the job here. Let me see if I can find that little scene here. Here we go. His first day on the job here, he gets to encounter the creepy kids that get possessed by the aliens. They're just basically trying to lure humans into the woods to feed Griffix and make him stronger, and Griffix just keeps consuming souls. And Noseferadon does something similar where he absorbs the souls, but Noseferadon is a good kaiju. And there's a whole soul realm thing. It's a very well-written story, and there's just a lot to it that it's just so hard to cover in this review, because like I said, this isn't just a comic book, it's a graphic novel. It's over 100 pages, so there's a lot to get into with this, but I absolutely suggest you pick this up from Titanic Creations. It really is a fun read, packed with original kaiju. Now, like I said, they have the license for Gorgo, and they've even confirmed that they are allowed to cross over these guys with Gorgo if they wanted. So who knows, we might see these guys clashing with Gorgo in the future. You never know. Titanicus with Gorgo, I could absolutely see happening. Although Gorgo doesn't really have any crazy powers, it's just a big dinosaur, honestly, but just imagine them clashing. Really hyped for the Gorgo figure. Dan picked one up, so whenever those get in, he'll be doing a really awesome unboxing of that. Just so much awesome stuff is coming out of Titanic Creations, so be sure to check them out. I'm going to link this graphic novel, where to pick it up. They've had some sales on it a few times, so it's definitely worth the money. I think it runs about $20 sometimes. Like I said, sometimes they have sales on the site, so maybe you can get it cheaper then. But highly recommend this series. Check it out for yourself, guys. Thanks for watching.